Hello, welcome back. I'm Jay Abhishek De Silva, an undergraduate of the JAM Institute for Advanced Technology. Welcome back with the question series of Database Management System 1, and today I'm here with the question set number 29. And in this question set 2, we're going to discuss the same question scenario that we had in question set number 16. And as the first question, find the all marks obtained by the students in all the subjects in the first term to the integer. And then as the second question, find the average two decimal places in the marks obtained by the students for the first term mathematics subject. And then as the third question, what is the lowest mark obtained for science subject in all term examinations of all students in class 11A. And then as the next question, find the average of the marks obtained by amateur Moses in second term mathematics, science and single language and literature subjects. And then as the last question, find the average two decimal places in the marks obtained by the students in class 11A in the second term for all subjects. So then let's move to SQL software. So in the first question, you have to find all the marks obtained by the students in all the subjects in the first term to the integer. So then let's start the select query. Select. Here we use a special keyword as round, as we have to round it off the values that we obtain to the nearest integer. So then inside this round keyword we can give three parameters. Here we are expected to give two parameters, as one is the column name that we need to be rounded and then the number of decimal points. So then let's give inside the quotation mark the column that we need to round it off. So we need to round off the mark column and then comma, and then we here give value 0, as we no need any decimal places to be decimal places. So then after that, as usual, we can use the from keyword. We gonna find this information from the student exam mark record table, and then we use the inner join here, and then we join the exam term table, and we can use the on keyword here to specify to which column of the student exam mark record table the exam term is linked with. So then the student exam mark record table dot the exam term id equals to exam table dot the term id. So then at last we can use the where clause here. Inside the gravation mark we can give the term name equals to inside the quotation marks the first term. So then at last semicolon. So then let's execute this query. Here we have obtained the marks of the students rounded to 0 decimal place. So then let's move to the second question. There it has to find the average two decimal places in the marks obtained by the students for first term mathematics subject. So then let's type the select query. Select. Here too we can use the round keyword, and inside that we have to obtain the average mark and rounded it to two decimal places. So then inside the round keyword we can use the average keyword, and inside that giving the gravation mark, and we need to obtain the average mark, and after that comma, and we give value 2, as we need to round these to two decimal places. So then after that, as usual, we use the from keyword and student exam mark record table, and then we use the inner join here, and let's join the exam term table at first. Exam term table on the student exam mark record table dot exam term id equals to exam term table dot the term id. So then again we can use the inner join, and let's join the subject table, and then we can use the on keyword here, student exam mark record table dot, and then the subject id equals to subject table dot the subject id. So then after that we can use the where clause here, and we can give the subject name equals to inside the quotation marks we can give the subject name as mathematics, and we can use the and keyword here, and inside the gravation mark we can give the term name equals to first term. So then at last the semicolon. So then let's execute this query. Here we have obtained the average mark to two decimal places as 71.84. So then let's move to the third question, where it asks what is the lowest mark obtained for science subject in all term examinations of all students in class 11A. So we have to find the lowest mark obtained for science subject by all the students in all terms in class 11A. So then let's type the select query, select. We have to obtain the lowest mark, so then we can use the min keyword. Inside the grimace in mark, we can use the mark column, and then we can give from the student exam mark record table, and then we can use the inner join to join the subject table, and then we can use the on keyword, the student exam mark record table dot subject id equals to subject table dot the subject id, and then we have to join the student table as it joins with the class table. Student table on the student exam mark record table dot student index number equals to student table dot the index number, and then we can join the class table now class, and then we can use the on keyword, the student table dot the class id equals to class table dot the class id, and then at last we can give the where clause, and inside the grimace mark we can give the subject name equals to inside the quotation mark science, and then we can give the and keyword here, and inside the grimace mark we can give the class name equals to inside the quotation marks 11A, and then at last a semicolon. So then let's execute this query. Here we have obtained the minimum mark as 23.5. So then let's move to the fourth question, where it asks to find the average of the marks obtained by Amanda Moses in second term mathematics, science and Sinhala language and literature subjects. So then let's type the select query here. Select. Yes, we have to find the average mark, so we can use the keyword avg or the average. So inside that we can give the previous in mark and the mark column, and then from the student exam mark record table we can inner join the subject table. Here we can use the on keyword and student exam mark record table dot the subject id equals to subject table dot the subject id, and then here we can use the join again, and let's join the student table. You can use the on keyword here and student exam mark record table dot student index number equals to student table dot the index number, and then at last we can join the in our exam term table. So then we give the on keyword here, and then student exam mark record table dot exam term id equals to exam term table dot the term id, and then after that we can use the where clause here, and inside the grimace mark we can give the first name of the student equals to the first name they have provided, and then the and keyword here inside the grimace mark we can give the last name of the student equals to the last name they have provided, and then again the and keyword inside the grimace mark the term name equals to second term, and then again the and keyword, and here inside the grimace mark we can give the subject name, and here we use the in keyword as we have to get the average mark from these three subjects. So then we can give these subjects inside the records and inside the quotation marks as the mathematics, and then comma inside the quotation marks science, comma inside the quotation marks in a language and literature, and then at last the semicolon. So then let's execute this query. Here we have obtained the average mark as 88.626666, and at last the 7. So then let's move to the fifth question. Find the average 2 decimal places in the marks obtained by students in class 11A in the second term for all subjects. So then we have to find the average to 2 decimal places, and which is scored by the students in class 11A in the second term. So then let's type the select query. Select, we can use the round keyword here as we have to round it the average to 2 decimal places, and inside this we can use the average keyword, and Inside the gradation mark we give the mark table, and comma we give 2 as we need to obtain 2 decimal places. So then after that we can use the from keyword as usual and student exam mark record table, and then we use an inner join here to join the student table as student table is joined with the class table. So then we use the in keyword on keyword here and student exam mark record table dot the student index number equals to student table dot the index number, and then again we use the inner join here and we join the exam term table on the student exam mark record table dot exam term id equals to the exam term table dot the term id, and then we can again use the inner join to join the class table. So inner join the class table on student table dot the class id equals to the class table dot class id, and then at last we can use the where clause, and inside the abbreviation mark we can give the class name equals to inside the quotation mark 11a, and then we can use the and keyword here inside the quotation marks we can give the term name equals to inside the quotation marks second term, and then after that the semicolon. So that let's execute this query 2. Here we have obtained the rounded off average mark as 76.52. So then let's meet to the next question set number 30, and bye for now.